Turn off the lamp. There's probably something to turn off all the lamps, right? This ghostly librarian is glaring at you as if daring you to make a noise. Excuse me, but shh. Oh, sorry, I was just shh. Oh, jeez, is this good? I suppose it will do. Now, what was your question? Can you help me with some library stuff? Shh. Could you please be more specific? I'm looking for a book on a specific topic. I'm afraid our card catalog is out being reorganized. Someone sorted all the cards by call number instead of by title and author, which made it quite useless. You'll have to search the stacks manually. How do I get started? If you could find a book on a similar topic to what you're looking for, its call number will direct you to other books on that topic. Okay, thanks. How did you die? I was caught in the crossfire in a library shootout. Wow, what happened? A pair of ruffians got into a heated argument over the comparative merits of Anti-Chekhov versus Henrik Ibsen. And when they started shooting, I attempted to step in and stop them. I simply won't abide gunfire in my library. It's far too loud. That's your only objective? The noise? Okay, wait. Ibsen versus Chekhov, huh? What was their point of contention? I don't recall the particulars. I just remember for Chekhov fans shouting, "Remember that gun I showed you in Act 1?" before opening fire. The noise was dreadful. I decided I hate whispering. Okay. Row upon row of identical looking books with only numbers in their spines. You have no idea even where to start. There's a guy lying here trapped underneath a large book. You okay under there? Shh, no talking back there. Sorry. Jeez. Take a closer look. It turns out to be a book about geology. It's bound in stone, and it appears that each chapter is devoted to a different type of stone and is printed on slabs of the stone in question. This isn't going to be easy to move. Move the book. You managed to heave the book off the guy. Ah, thanks. I thought I'd never get out from under there. At least now I know all about that particular type of granite described on that page. How'd you get trapped like that in the first place? Well, I work at the info desk in the visitor center, so on my breaks I like to research different kinds of info, you know, just in case anyone asks. I guess you never know when someone might ask you about rocks. Exactly, oh man, I'm late getting back. Thanks again. Feel free to stop by my counter if you have any questions. Sure thing. That was some heavy reading. Turn off. So, how would I get info? Do I just have to start fighting these ghosts? I'm trying to, like, solve the puzzles instead of just fighting everybody. There's another boo. My God, they keep scaring me. Do I have any books? Oh, I can assemble the miscellaneous spider parts into a ring, some pants, or an axe. Okay. Oh wait, these tokens go in your offhand. +3 Moxie, +3 pistol. Okay, I should have looked at these earlier. What's my offhand do right now? +3 mysticality, +3 armor. I like that one a lot. This is even better though. Yes. You don't want to wear pants made from spider parts? They're sticky. I've always hated lawyers. Yeah, I thought so. You got the animus nocendi all over your face. You take that back. You want to fight? It's gonna be by the book, a straight duel, me, you, no partners or other interlopers. I chickened out. All right. Anything else? I wonder if we needed to do the rest of the town first before we came here. Oh, we didn't go in the restroom. Flush it. What's inside? Old-timey ointment. Oh, God. Increase your armor by 3 and your hot and cold resistance by 10. Hot and cold. It's icy hot. It's a fancy vanity and reminds you of your own fancy vanity. Indulge it. You pry the biggest and most visible chunks of wax out of your ears. Ew. 5 experience, though. What is this? It's like a normal bathtub, but the faucet is really high up and there's a curtain around it. Take the curtain. You got an item. A shower curtain. This is actually just a white sheet. The shower was invented so recently, they haven't figured out what these things should be yet. Oh. Okay. I could be a ghost with a white sheet. Painting of a complicated shape. It's a painting of some folks at a cafe back east. Guest rooms. Turn off. These fronds are from Frond du Lac. Hello, dear. Welcome to my little B&B. What, would you care for a room? No thanks, I won't be staying that long, hopefully. Oh, wait a minute. Yes? What's B&B stand for? A boo and breakfast. Oh yeah, that's what I was expecting. Why do you say your B&B? This isn't your house. Oh, I know, dear. But nobody was using these guest rooms, and they were ghosts hovering around with nowhere to be. And I got feeling homesick for the little B&B I used to run when I was alive. So I thought Mrs. Gunn probably wouldn't mind. I see. Fair enough. What happened to your eye? Oh, it was a foolish accident. I had a guest I was suspicious of, a nervous, twitchy little man named Bog Otter. I thought he might be mixed up in something bad, and one evening as I was passing by his room, I gave in to temptation and peeped in on him through the keyhole. Did you see anything? Well, only for a moment. He was cleaning a small pistol, and I suppose I must have made a noise because he suddenly jumped and the gun went off. And it hit you? That's right, straight through the keyhole. That's how I died, in fact. Jeez, I'm sorry. Thank you, dear, but it's all right. Serves me right for spying on a guest. It's how I look at it. Is that what's keeping you here? Guilt? No, I think I paid quite sufficiently for that transgression. Well, what then? Well, I don't suppose I'll be going to heaven missing an eye. It wouldn't be as nice without depth perception. So you need a new eye? Yes. Do you think you can help me? I'll keep an eye. I'll see what bye. How about I send you to hell instead? No, we're not gonna fight her. You start to open the door, but the ghostly clerk swoops in and blocks your way. Oh, hey now, sorry dear, but I can't let you go wandering in there. Why not? What's in there? A tenant. They've paid for the room, and they seem rather quiet, private sort, so I won't have you disturbing them. Oh, fine. What about this one? Pick the lock. I don't have a needle anymore. Unbar it. The ghostly clerk runs over. No, dearie, I'm sorry, but I can't let you do that. Why not? What's in there? A customer. He hasn't paid his bill, so I was forced to lock him in there until he does. I know that seems mean, but one has to take a firm hand with these things. How much does he owe you? 300 meat. How is he supposed to get meat to pay you if you won't let him out? That's a fair question, but that's on him, I'm afraid. I'll pay his bill for him. Well, that's very kind of you. Thank you. Here, I'll take care of that bar for you. All right, go into the room. One of the museum employees is sitting here reading a magazine, as you can see. Congratulate him on his newfound freedom. Congratulations, I freed you. You're free. Huh? Free from what? Well, free from being locked in this room with nothing to do except read a magazine. Ah, so you freed me from having an excellent excuse for not doing my crappy job. Well, you freed me from the burden of relaxing in here instead of emptying trash cans and cleaning toilets. Great. Look, yeah, you're a real hero. I could just lock the door again. No, it's too late now. I'm free. Free as the wind blows. Free as my job blows. Thank you. You're welcome. He leaves, taking the chair with him. There's no toilet, but at least there's a... Wait, there's no sink here either. Look in the mirror. You notice something stuck in your teeth. You pick it out. Find experience points. It's a bookshelf, mostly full of self-help books here left by previous guests. Please be gun law. The purpose of considering love? How to trust your money in 10 minutes a day? The effective magic of affirming your true self? Sensing yourself the easy way? Hey, there's actually a useful book hidden among all this crap. You got Advanced Beancraft Volume 2. Fixing your mind in 15 minutes a week? The effective rules of loving your soul? The virtue of growing your soul? The magic of nurturing other people? The magic of loving yourself? How to affirm your marriage while trusting your teenager? Nurturing your mind in 10 easy steps? Up. Nothing about gun law. Read it. All right, Butterbean's back. There's a recipe for bean wall. A spell that will create a wall of beans that provides cover from ranged attacks. And there's also a recipe that's been scratched out and replaced with a bunch of paranoid insane scrollings. Gives Wary, a skill that increases your maximum AP. We want more AP or bean wall? Let's try. Let's learn. Wary. Oh, I can increase Lava Fava now. All right, +2 maximum AP. Nice. Blood Beans is here. All right, Lava Fava. Whoop. Turn this off. Hey, somebody left their wallet. 15 meat. A table has provided for corner brooding. Ooh. All right. And we don't have a needle. Hey, Gatorade, what's going on? All right, are we stuck? Unless we want to start, like, smashing ghosts? Maybe not. Let's go back to the first floor. We did get some new people working in the welcome center, right? Hello again. Oh, hey, it's you. They let you smoke in here? Let's just say they haven't successfully stopped me. Why sneak off to the carriage house to smoke if you can't do it here while you're working? Well, I'll give you a hint. I don't like working. Can you validate my parking? Didn't you say you got here in a ghost carriage? Yeah, that's right. Those don't actually take up space, so it doesn't count as parked. Oh, never mind then. What's with the character's movement animation? Why, what's wrong with it? It's fine. Totally normal. No, we found a secret earlier in the game, and it unlocks stupid walking, so we turned that on, of course. Yeah. Oh, it's you, my hero and savior. Leave me alone, I'm busy. Okay, what about info? Hey, thanks again for freeing me from that. I don't remember where their voices were. You still kind of have marks where the engraving's pressed into your face. I'm hoping they fade with time, but I can't not always quiz myself while shaving. So what do you do here? I provide information. Want some? Yes. Great, that's what I'm here for. What would you like to know about? What can you tell me about? Mrs. Gunn? Mrs. Gunn's family, Gunn Manor, rocks. Okay. That's a lot of stuff. Mrs. Gunn's family. She married Dan, a staple remover. He was the inventor of the staple remover. Did you know that? They met at an inventors convention 3 years previously. Dan decided to take her last name because he had wanted to call his invention Office Chompers, and he always was a little annoyed that people called it after him instead. They had 30 daughters named Dorothy, Blanche, and Rose. How funny. Unfortunately, Dan vanished mysteriously in 1889, shortly after Rose was born. Oops. Nobody knows what happened to him, although it's generally assumed he was killed by bandits and he was on the road for gun industry's business, and then all three of the girls went missing that year after. They went to summer camp and were just never heard from again. No ransom note or anything. Mrs. Gunn was never the same after that. Naturally, she started blaming it on the ghosts, though as far as I know, there's been no ghost activity until just the other day. Okay. Let's talk about rocks. I know a ton about rocks now, specifically igneous rocks and granite in particular. Did you know granite tables are frequently used as bases for optical instruments because they're very stable and easy to see? Neat. Tell me another one. Sure, how about this? Igneous rocks are formed when magma cools and solidifies, which can happen either above or below the Earth's surface, or even in your own home. Tell me about another one. Sure, how about this? Obsidian is a type of volcanic glass that is chipped properly can be so sharp it could cut a razor blade in half lengthwise. Well, what do you know? Tell me another one. Sure, how about this? Granite is a natural source of radiation and can contain 10 to 20 parts per million of uranium, which is why you shouldn't fill your underwear with it despite the pleasant weight. Cool, tell me another one. Sure, how about this? The word granite comes from the ancient word granum or grain because of its pleasant, weedy smell. Rad, tell me another one. Sure, how about this? Geologists call granite massive because it doesn't have any internal structures and also because it comes in great big lumps. Nice, tell me another one. Sure, how about this? There are over 700 different types of igneous rocks and only 3 of them are edible. Huh, tell me another one. Sure, how about this? Granite was an integral part of the architecture of many ancient societies, which is why the ruins of those buildings still exist today, unlike those of ancient peoples who built all their structures out of cheese and wheat paste. Neat, tell me another one. Sure, how about this? Granite contains at least 25% quartz, which makes it useful as a resistor in all kinds of magical devices. Interesting, tell me another one. Sure, how about this? Hitting something with a rock was the very first human invention, and the second was swearing. Neat, tell me another one. Sure, how about this? The upper section of the Earth's crust is made of 94% igneous rock and 1% marzipan. Tell me another one. Sure, how about this? Granite gravestones and memorials are considered a status symbol because the tools to carve and engrave such hard stone with speed and precision have only recently been invented. In fact, until about 15 years ago, there was only one workshop in the world that produced them, run by the inventor Alexander McDonald, who also invented the Harzburger, although that proved less popular because Harzburgite is not one of the edible kinds of igneous rock. Tell me another one. Sure, how about this? Some of the most interesting rocks in the world can be found near the 4 magnetic poles. Well, what do you know? Tell me another one. Sure, how about this? Obsidian is a type of volcanic glass. Oh, we already had that one. See, they repeated finally. Woo! Thank you. Thank you. I'll be here all the week. I didn't know that. Bye. You have concerns about no more, please? Sure! Alright, what if we go back to the town? We barely got to this town, and we went to all that ghost stuff. We'll have to go back there. Maybe we could find some of the secrets. Otherwise, we can go there and try to kill them all, but... gang, we're doing a promotion just until next week. If you're in the USA and you support the stream, $60 or more, or 6,000 bits or more, you can grab yourself 2 dozen blueberry white chocolate chip cookies that Azaria will bake fresh for you next Monday and ship them out Tuesday. It's our little thank you for supporting the stream. We still can process about 6 more thank yous. So if you're interested, there's the info right there. All right. The Jewel Saloon. We didn't go in here yet, right? Oh God. This is a spittoon, which is sort of a brass bucket that people spit into instead of spitting on the floor, because not spitting at all is not an option in this society, I guess. I say this despite knowing you're pretty intimately familiar with spittoons already, sicko. Inspect it. Look, the Jewel Saloon is pretty nice as saloons go. Actual glass in the windows, more than 2 kinds of drinks, a poker room instead of a cockfighting pit, but this spittoon is still a spittoon. The rancid tobacco spit inside it isn't fancy rancid tobacco spit. Inspect it. Here we go again. All right, fine. You are now hunkered down next to this brass-filled filth bucket, which has probably never been cleaned or emptied because you're near the desert and the ambient humidity around here is pretty low. Low enough that the spit evaporates nearly as quickly as it accumulates. So that's good, right? No, that's bad, because it's only the water part of the spit that evaporates. This brass bucket is half filled of the rest of the spit, the toxins and filth that don't evaporate. Several years worth, distilled and concentrated until the consistency of molasses. People aren't allowed to flick cigarette butts into the spittoon anymore because they bounce out. Search it. You're about to put your hand into a bucket of something the color and viscosity of maple syrup. Except instead of maple, it's flavored with the inside of mouths of people who chew cigars instead of smoking them and have never brushed their teeth. Yeah. Glorp, it feels like putting your hand into a bucket of lukewarm tapioca pudding. Except instead of tapioca, it's basically poison. It smells like someone ran over a skunk, waited a week, and then set it on fire. It feels like your hand is dissolving. Keep searching. You found something. You found a tacky, filth-covered porcelain cow figurine. A useless, disgusting thing that will make a great heirloom for your children, assuming you're still able to have any and you hate them. You got a filthy porcelain cow. Hooray! You have to hold this little porcelain cow upside down because it's filled with tobacco spit. You don't want it to spill out the little hole in the bottom of it. This item goes in your offhand. +3 melee attack damage, +3 spell damage. Oh, I don't even need it. Oh well. And there it will sit. I hear people spitting. The old man stares off in the distance, listening to the piano. Try to talk to him. He doesn't react to you at all. The piano player is not very good at his job. These guys are having a spirited discussion about guns, of which of theirs is nicer. Do you guys know anything about gun law? The man points to the sign on the counter. Slop, 5 meat. Buy some slop. You lose 5 meat. You got an item. Plate of slop. This is a plate of slop. Hey, how come they're allowed to drink without hats on? That's a good point. Good point. Hold on. There's a sign saying, see the bartender for darts. All right, I'm gonna go to the bartender and get some darts. Let me go saunter on over. They're engrossing conversation. Leave them be. These guys must have fallen asleep during a brawl. It's your partner. Yeah, it's decent. Let me know if you find a whiskeying hole, though. Well, howdy there. Always nice to see a new face in town. Welcome to the Jewel Saloon. Hi, thanks. I'm Yancey. Glad to know you, Yancey. Folks around here just call me Lloyd. What can I do for you? Nice to meet you, Lloyd. I saw the sign out front advertising a room. That's right, finest room in the house and plenty of room for your partner too. You interested? How much does it cost? Well, that's where you're in luck. The previous tenant was a banker fella and he paid a month in advance right before getting himself killed by bandits. You seem like a decent sort, so the room's yours if you want it. Gratis. Wow, great. Okay. Howdy, Yancey, anything I can get for you? Hey, Lloyd. I'll have a shot of bourbon. Coming right up. You got an item. Dirt, water, bourbon. Anything else? Who's that old man by the piano? Oh, that's old Ellsbury. Tragic fella he is. He was a writer and a poet. Came out west to tell his stories, but nobody were buying. Too weird, his stories. Fantastical-like. Too bad. I love that stuff. Well, it don't matter how much. Don't matter much now. He had to get normal work to make ends meet. Did passing well as a prospector until one day he lost his mind in a mind. He what now? You know what I mean. He saw something. Something that made him stop telling his weird tales. Made him stop talking near completely, come to that. He just stands there by the piano nowadays. It seems to calm him down, and as long as he doesn't make any trouble, I don't mind him much. Feel a little sorry for him, to be honest. Poor fella. Can I get some darts? The sign on the dartboard says, to see you for darts. Oh, sorry, all the darts got broken months ago. That's disappointing. Need any help with anything? Well, if you're handy with mechanical type stuff, something's gone wrong with our piano player. Our piano player. I thought the music sounded a little off. Yeah, it's not supposed to sound like that. Let's see what I can do. Thanks, I'd have poked around him myself, but I lost the key. This is suddenly taking a strange turn. Try to fix him. You lift up the piano player's coat to reveal the hatch on his back that leads to his innards. It's locked, but it's not a very good lock. I lost all my needles, gang. I need more needles, damn it. A cowbell, hit it. Hit it again. We're gonna need more cowbell. A little bit more. Again. More. Again. More. 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 Gotta have more cowbell. This chair fell over. Set it back up. Yeah. This is me in college. I was a theater major. This lady's too busy washing dishes to pay attention to you. This shelf is full of canned and bottled ingredients and boxes of slop helper. Hey, what are you doing in here? Employees only, bud. Oh, sorry, I was just, looking around. So you're the nosy type, eh? Well, I prefer adventuresome. As it happens, there's something you can do for me. I'm out of saltpeter, and I need someone to go pick me up some more. Saltpeter? Isn't that used to make gunpowder? Oh, and other things. Look who's the chef here. Me or you? Okay, where can I find it? Your best bet's a military camp, because it's used to make gunpowder. Shut up! The nearest one is Fort Cowardice. They keep it in little green jars. The chef marks the fort on your map. You discovered a new map location, Fort Cowardice. Okay. Atop this potbelly stove is a pot full of slop. A pot stove top slop pot. This is where the chef preps ingredients for cooking. It's also where he parks his beer. No, I'm still looking. Poker room. This poster says rules of poker, followed by hundreds of weird rules in tiny print. Read one of them. Jacks are wild unless accompanied by 2 aces. Read another. 4 sixes and 3 threes of clubs count as a reverse straight. 2 twos of hearts and 3 eights count as a royal backwards Nevada flush. 2 nines of spades and 4 trays of spades count as a straight. Cross-eyed kings are wild and aces of clubs are double wild. One-armed kings are wild and jacks of spades are double wild. A one-armed queen is worth the same as 4 of clubs. A player caught dealing with the bottom of the deck must remove their boots. A pair of 7s of clubs and 4 deuces counts as a straight. This table's full. No room at this table.